Alright all, like the title suggests, in today's video I'm going to be going over a $1,500 gaming PC build for you. Let me roll that intro and I'll be right back and we'll get into what I'd recommend if you had $1,500 to spend on a gaming PC. Alright all, if you like gaming, if you like computer components and whatnot, you like tech and you're on a budget, you came to the right place. Make sure you go down and give me a like on the video, give me a dislike if you don't like what you see here today to the comment section below. And also don't forget about that lonely little subscribe button and notification bell. Make sure you turn that on, that way you'll notified next time I'll go live or I'll put out a video here on YouTube. Alright all, like I said in the intro, today I'm going to be putting together a parts list for you for about $1,500. And this is what I would recommend you spending $1,500 on if you're going to be building a gaming and workstation computer today. Let's jump into the parts list and see what I'd recommend for $1,500. Alright, here we go. It's PC port picker list. It's the 2020 $1,500 gaming, streaming, and workstation PC build I put together. As you can tell right there on the price, it's just a little south of $1,500. It comes in at $1,471.53. Alright, to kick this off, we have the AMD Ryzen 3700X, which is 8-core, 16-thread processor. It's a 3.6 gigahertz. It boosts up to 4.4 gigahertz right out of the box by itself. At 8-core, 16-thread is a nice CPU for video editing, and it's good for streaming, and it's good for anything else like that you want to do. You know, any kind of video creation. That processor will do fine for that. And it's a 3000 series processor, so it's got the higher IPC for the gaming aspect of it. Alright, next to house everything, we have the ASRock X570 Pro 4 AM4 motherboard. This is pretty basic X570 motherboard, you know, but it's going to get the job done. And if you're going to go with 3rd gen Ryzen, I'd recommend a 570 motherboard. And the reason being is because it's got that PCI Express 16x4 for your faster NVMe, and the graphics card sooner or later will end up taking advantage of that. It's also got 4 DIMM slots on it, so you can upgrade your memory on down the road if you'd like to with ease. And for the RAM, speaking about the RAM, we have G.SKILL's Ripjaws 5 series 16 gig. It's running at DDR4 3600 megahertz speeds. And about 3600 speeds is about the sweet spot for Ryzen 3rd gen. You know, you go much faster than that, you're going to be paying a lot more than that. And you ain't going to see much of an uptick. But at 3600 megahertz, you know, it's a nice sweet spot, and you're going to get the max performance out of your processor at that speed. This is just a plain black kit. This ain't RGB or nothing like that. But, you know, I figure I'd stick with a mild, nice neutral color tone. You can change this up if you'd like. For the storage for this system, we got the XPG S6000 Pro 256 gigabyte PCI Express 3 NVMe drive. This is going to be enough for your operating system and your video editing software and your Photoshop and all that. But it ain't going to be a whole lot for games. So, to make sure you have enough storage for your games, because games do get pretty big in size, we also added in a Seagate BarraCuda 2 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive, or spinning rush drive, whichever way you like to call them. But 2 terabytes is going to be plenty of room for any personal files that you have, photos that you do, video editing that you do, and whatnot. So I also threw that 2 terabyte in there, because that 256 gig NVMe drive, this ain't going to be quite enough for everything that you're on wanting in your system. Alright guys, and for your video card, I went with the EVGA GeForce RTX 2080 Super Black Gaming Edition. It's got 8 gigs of VRAM in it, and it's DDR6 memory. This is going to be a great 4K video gaming card. You could also have a higher frame rate for 1080p or 1440p if you wish. The choice will be yours with this card. This card will be great for your video editing as well. Alright all, and for the case, we got the Phanteks Eclipse P400. This is a nice solid case. Comes with nice solid reviews on it. The airflow is decent in it. It's got your tempered glass side panel. I think it'll be a great little case to house all your components for a $1,500 build. Alright, y'all. And to power the whole system, we have the EVGA SuperNOVA 650 GA 80 Plus Gold 650 watt fully modular power supply. That's the high end of what they would recommend for the 2080 Super, but for the graphics card we picked out for this build, that 650 watts is going to be plenty to do what you need it to do and give you room for expansions and to be able to upgrade in the future, because as computer components come out, they become more and more efficient, so this 650 watts should be plenty for this build. And again, guys, this here's the PC port list port I put together. It comes in right under the $1,500. You know, you could add an aftermarket air cooler to it if you want, but that Ryzen 3700X comes with a decent one, so I didn't add one into the ports list. Alright guys, that's what I would recommend for if you had $1,500 to spend today on a gaming computer, gaming/workstation, video editing, photo editing. Sound off in the comments below and let me know what you think about this build, or if there's something you think you'd rather change, or you'd mix up the components a little bit. These things are just set up as a guide just to get you started, and probably about what you could afford at the price point. But this is a nice rounded system for gaming, streaming, and video editing if you're into creation. If I had $1,500, this is what I'd buy for myself. That's why I'd recommend, you know, if you had $1,500, this is what I'd recommend for you to buy. But if you like what you saw here today, give me thumbs up, give me thumbs down if you didn't. There's that comment section below. Let me know what you changed in this ports list. Don't forget about that lonely little subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you're notified next time I put out a video or I go live. If you put a comment down below, I'll go through them comments every Saturday morning on my live show here, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. With all that being said, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video or next live stream.